Hello, I'm back. Talking about gray hair, going gray, everything. No, wait a minute. I changed it to silver, didn't I? Talking about everything going silver. All right, I'm never going to remember that. Let's just go with gray, shall we? So, as you can see, it's a brilliantly sunny day today here in Minnesota, the frozen tundra. And actually, that kind of maybe can give you an idea of how much has grown out. Can you see? It's like, I don't know, like an inchish. This is week 12. This is what week 12 looks like with no dye. So it's been 12 weeks. One thing I have noticed and have actually read a few comments on different forums that I'm on is that when you stop dyeing your hair, you know what else you're not dyeing anymore? You're not dyeing your scalp. And I had no idea my scalp was pink. Who'd have thunk? You know, so sometimes that scalpy scalp can kind of show through because it's not being dyed brown anymore. So that was kind of a fun surprise. So today I am going to talk about another method of easing into going gray. If you don't want to pick one of the other ways I've talked about, this is another way you could do. It's not one that I chose, but it's one that you can choose. It sounded just a little too putsy for me. I think basically I'm more of a lazy person. So this one didn't work for me, but it could work for you. So this is called well, I don't know if there's a name for it, but I'm gonna make it up. It's called the dyeing the part method. Shall we call it that? The dyeing the part method. So here's how it works. I parted my hair today. I don't usually part it. I usually just let it go whoop, wherever it wants to go. But today I did part it. So see, there's a part, okay? So for the dyeing the part method, as you're growing out your hair, your gray, you would, if I were doing that, I would then dye these roots just up to where it turns gray, which is like right about here. So I would dye from here to here and then from here to here so that it would match this top layer, okay? Picture that? So I would dye that. And then I would keep dyeing that as this grows out. But it's just this one little strip that's getting dyed. The rest of it is going gray, but you're not really noticing it because it's underneath this top layer, right? Because like you can't see all this gray that I have because this top layer is hiding it. Then once it gets to the length you want it to be, and you've decided, okay, I'm kind of done with that. I'm ready to be gray. So what you do then is you would part it on this side. Okay, my hair's not going to behave, you guys, so just deal with it. Then you would part it on this side, and of course all of this then would be gray because you let this grow out, right? You weren't dyeing that part, you were just dyeing that little section. So this part then, you'd flip over, this would all be gray, and the colored part then would be underneath all of this. So then you wouldn't see the colored part, you'd see the gray part. Did you track with me on that? It's a little mind-boggling, but I have seen it done, and it's really cool. I just personally didn't want to have to dye my roots all the time. That's kind of what I was getting away from. And I mean, but it can totally work. It's an easy way to transition into going gray without going through this stage. I mean, look at this stage. Like what am I, a calico cat? I've got like 5 million different colors going on in this hair. So I totally understand why people would choose doing that way. I'm just not doing it. I'm gonna go with the calico cat thing, even though I'm not a huge cat fan. Sorry, cat lovers. But it's been working so far, and mostly what I'm doing is I mostly pull it up and throw it in a bun, which it then kind of looks I don't know if I can do it for you now, but then you can see you can see the gray. It looks a lot more gray when I do that, but then I've got this weird brown bun thing going on up here. But don't care. That's the way my hair is right now. So 12 weeks out, this is what we got going on. if you're going gray, or transitioning, I should say, if you're in that transition stage, hang in there. It's not going to last forever. Time does move on, believe it or not. And one day soon, it will all be grown out. And that's what I'm just telling myself. And I will be chopping it off in June. So keep listening and watching for that event. But you know what? I will be back in 2 weeks to show you what 14 weeks looks like. And we'll talk about another way to transition into going gray if you don't want to do the buzz cut and just go cold turkey like that. So we'll see you in 2 weeks.